How's the royal family? I pray that everyone is doing well. Well, my royal family, this is going to be a rant video. I'm going to speak on it. I'm going to speak very forcefully, and I'm pissed as fuck. Yes, that title is true, real, and correct. I kept looking at that. 4.5 billion in humanitarian aid, because these folks bringing a sorry asses across the border, but y'all want to fucking play with us when it comes to what's due to us. ADOS, cut the motherfucking check now. They can dig money right out of their ass when they want to. When they want to. Bipartisanship, you know what that means. That means both parties are working hand in hand like they always do. It's a motherfucking game that they are playing. Fuck them all. ADOS. Cut the motherfucking check now. Now, Nancy Pelosi, who's really the president, sorry ass, her dusty sorry ass is pissing me off today. She always pisses me off, but I'm real motherfucking pissed. I'm real pissed. So I'm going to try my best to read this article clearly to the royal family. Then I have 3 videos to show the royal family to piss you off even further. 4.5 billion instantly. Instant motherfucking money. Instant. That's our money too. Anything that y'all give away, it's our money, and it is tainted. The globe owe the royal family. Bullshit. Humanitarian aid. So the U.S. House approves a $4.5 billion bill to aid migrants. The latest funding to aid migrant families detained after crossing the U.S.-Mexico border. Democrats had whisked a $4.5 billion through the House aimed at improving conditions of thousands of families and other migrants whose sheer numbers have overwhelmed federal immigration authorities. The mostly party line 230-195 vote set up a showdown with the Senate, whose Republicans leaders plan approve of a bipartisan bill this week. Many Democrats prefer the House version. It contains strong protection for how migrant children are treated and provides more services for migrants, including legal representation. Neither measure would finance President Donald Trump's proposed border wall. Pressure to approve the funds this week has grown. AIM reports of hundreds of children being housed in appalling conditions in a Texas facility. Congress plans a July 4th recess next week, and lawmakers dread facing constituents without having approved the money. Now that's bullshit too, and I'm gonna prove it. Democratic leaders in the House are proposing a tighter requirements for the care of unaccompanied refugee children as they try to pass a $4.5 billion emergency ADOS money funding bills to address the humanitarian crisis involving thousands of migrant families detained after crossing the U.S.-Mexico border. Lawmakers and aides said they expect the changes, which are concessions to the Hispanic and liberal Democrats, to produce a winning tally when the measure comes to vote later Tuesday. A full court press by leaders including Speaker Nancy Pelosi is also helping nail down support, through some Democrats have lingering reservations. That's bullshit. The Senate plans to vote on a different bipartisan companion measure in the coming days. Either way it go, they gonna get the motherfucking money. 4.5 billion in humanitarian. When you say that word humanitarian, look at the meaning of that. You know, it's like, oh, whoa, these people's condition. Oh, my heart goes out. So let me shut up. so I can close this shit out. So we'll look at these videos real quick.
With anger rising over reports of dirty and overcrowded migrant detention facilities, U.S. House Democrats on Tuesday prepared to pass a $4.5 billion emergency aid package to ease the crisis after encountering pushback from within their own ranks. House Democratic Caucus Chair Hakeem Jeffries.
It's something that we need to address, and address with the fierce urgency of now.
But House progressives such as Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez have balked at the Democrats' aid plan. She fears the administration would divert the money for law enforcement efforts at the border rather than to aid the children. On Tuesday, a Health and Human Services spokesperson said 249 migrant children had been transferred from a border facility outside El Paso. This after attorneys raised the alarm, citing a lack of adequate food, clothing, or showers, with some children sleeping on concrete floors. The outrage coincided with the resignation of Acting Commissioner of Customs and Border Protection, John Sanders. Hoping to quell the revolt over the squalid conditions, Democratic leaders have added language to the spending bill, mandating better health and nutrition standards at the facilities.
There is no decency as a nation to have these children being subjected to these horrific conditions.
President Trump requested extra funding in May to deal with a surge in illegal border crossings. The Department of Health and Human Services, which cares for underage migrants, is set to run out of funds at the end of the month. House Republicans want the House to pass a Senate aid bill, and they accuse Speaker Nancy Pelosi of playing politics by bringing her bill to the floor so close to the deadline.
Why didn't Speaker Pelosi bring this bill up weeks ago? She has allowed it to come to a head where we're literally at the midnight hour. The agency is literally about to go into a government shutdown, and they won't have the money to take care of these young kids.
Thank you.
If they bridge their differences, House Democrats will have enough votes to pass the bill, but will still need to reach an agreement with the Senate before the bill can land on Trump's desk.
All right, so that's the end of that bullshit. Let me take that down.
Everyone's got to listen to Mom.
Take that down. Let's continue.
When we go to the floor, you will see our bill. It's for the children, the children, the children. It's about lifting them up in a way that takes them beyond what we do today. This is a very strong first step for us. A very strong first step for us, for the children. It's very exciting. This isn't an immigration bill. You know, people think, well, it is this. It's not an immigration bill. It's an appropriations bill to meet the needs of our children, so we can remove the needs that they have, but also the shame that we should have that they don't have diapers and toothbrushes and the care. I said to the members, we have to have a country where every child knows that they are in their parents' arms, literally or figuratively. We are the arms of these children in terms of this appropriation is concerned. We want them to feel that comfort. I'm very proud of our members. So much work is going into it to have a back and forth so we have the strongest possible bill. But again, it's not an immigration bill. It is an appropriations bill to meet the needs of the children.
Ain't that some bullshit? Ain't that some motherfucking bullshit? So you talk about these people's children. What about our royal babies that don't feel safe on the streets of Pelosi, Nancy ass Pelosi? You know? Now all of a sudden people speaking with conviction and passion. You even see them fucking coons up there speaking like this. We can't even get a motherfucking penny. Nobody didn't even have to push them to do this. They just did this out of the goodness of their hearts because we have to protect the children. Our children don't feel protected in America. Our children are killing themselves daily. Daily. These people is something else. They full of shit. All they do is keep playing with us. Keep playing with our psyche. I'm heated. I'm fucking heated.
The U.S. House of Representatives has passed a $4.5 billion emergency aid package for detained migrant families and unaccompanied children who have crossed the U.S.-Mexico border. It passed after House Speaker Nancy Pelosi quelled a mini-revolt by progressives and Hispanic lawmakers who sought significant changes to the legislation. Both House and Senate bills ensure funding could not be shifted to Trump's border wall. They would also block information on sponsors of immigrant children from being used to deport them.
So, they have approved it. Essentially, that's what they're saying. And then she sit up here with her dusty ass talking about, want to feel good about shit. And then they want to sit up here and talk about these children sleeping in appalling conditions. They have to sleep on concrete floors. Well, you know what? Ours is sleeping on dirt floors. You got us real fucked up. See, they playing this game where they deliberately send kids over there by themselves. And they all worried about how it look, but it don't matter how it look when it comes to the royal family. It don't matter. I'm gonna tell you something, white America. As y'all continue to keep playing, and also the enemy supporters that keep dicking us around about what is due to us on the four corners of it on the earth. It's not even in America, but we're gonna speak on the games that they are playing in America. I'm gonna tell y'all something. The more y'all are resistant in making sure we get this due to us, the harder these plagues are gonna come down. Continue to keep watching the weather. Continue to keep watching yourself drop like flies. Continue to see the opiate use go even higher. Y'all gonna have to deal with so much shit. Then you gonna act like we don't even fucking exist at all. Now, how I look at it, when you give humanitarian aid, that is something that you do at the UN. Get the funding from there. They got their own fund. That's how you do it. But this money comes strictly from the pockets of ADOS. And nobody feels compelled or have any passion. We don't even talk about the adults, just our royals, what they are dealing with. And I am not shocked by this at all. I'm very, very clear. My master teacher made sure that I was clear in who I was dealing with. I'm more pissed because how they get down and do shit in our face, literally in plain motherfucking sight. 4 billion. Oh, we got to do something. We got to make sure they have adequate medical. We got to make sure they eat and be cleaned and fed properly and all these things, and decent schools and decent educations, the very thing that we want for our royals. No, we are irritant to you. You can't stand us. You can't stand our sheer fucking existence. So now you feel good about yourself. You're doing it to feel good. And we'll continue to see how much compassion the coon caucus have for others. Don't forget this. The whole time Obama was in office, the coon caucus, they never sat down one fucking time to talk about anything related to the royal family. All these people do is posture. They are a useless entity. 4.5 billion ADOS. I guarantee you the plagues are going to come quicker and quicker. Everything happens for a reason, my royal family. So, my royal family, render your voice with your beautiful divine words. And as always, my royal family, I thank you for your love. I thank you for your support. And with that said, Ashe, ain't that some shit? Bull ass shit.